Hi, baby. I wanted to just check in because I have some things to talk about and I don't want to wait to talk about them. It's not like a lot, but I feel like I can do this just because, you know, it is what it is. So, this week, I posted something on the page and I was talking about throupling, being a throuple. And so many people, so many people had things to say about throupling, and I just wanted to talk about it. So basically, throupling is when you're in a relationship with two people. So there are three people total, and it's a poly relationship, obviously, because there's more than two people, more than one commitment. There are three people involved, and it's just basically, I heard about it. First, I heard about it on the show Shameless, which is like a good ass show. And it's when Kevin and V were in a relationship with Svetlana. And it turned out to not be, I mean, she was finessing them the whole time. So, of course, you wouldn't want that to happen. But Svetlana was like a Russian whore or something, but she ended up babysitting the kids for Kevin and V. And then she ended up, I don't even remember whether she ended up fucking V first or fucking Kevin first, and then they ended up all fucking together. And then basically they shared the responsibilities of their household, the responsibility of the kids. Just the entire relationship was a shared situation, and I think that shit is lit. Like, I could not imagine a more beautiful world than having good dick and good puss. I could not imagine a more beautiful world than having shared communicate. Like, you always have a mediator. You always have someone to somebody is gonna understand your point of view. Somebody. Yes, I agree. I think it works. And so, yes, for kids, I agree. I agree too. So I just feel like it's just a good ass situation. Why would I not want the best of both worlds? I mean, split the rent three ways, right? So it's a good situation. I feel like it's fun. It's always exciting. You don't even have to be in a position where, like, you might not even be living together. I listen to Horrible Decisions, and Wheezy, at least she is in a three-way relationship. So she has a girlfriend. She was dealing with her girlfriend or a woman that she was having sex with, whatever. And then she started talking to this guy, and the guy ended up, I don't know how, they just kind of talked about it. They just started talking about, okay, so would you be interested in this? And she just manifested what she wanted. Like, she basically just was like, I got this bitch that's I love and that I'm like enjoying and that I'm experiencing good sex with, and I'm experiencing those things with you also, so why not make this the us thing? And she finessed it, and it works. And it's like, he takes them on trips. Like, he pays for their, like, when they go out on dates, he pays for everybody to eat. He pays for everybody's trip. They went on a trip they went on a trip specifically so that they could have sex. Like, what are you, like, does this not sound like the perfect world? This sounds like perfection at its peak. Like, what are you talking about? So I just think it's lit. I think the whole concept of throupling is lit. And so there were a lot of responses that were negative, right? So not negative like it's negatively, like they were arguing the negative, like they were arguing the no, I'm not with that shit. And it's fair, because at the end of the day, we're all entitled to our opinions, and I don't feel like polygamy or I don't feel like poly relationships are for everybody at all. And I also think it depends on the person. Like, there have been relationships that I've been in that I would not dare bring somebody else in, because I feel like that's my person. You can't touch my person. But I feel like if you do it collectively, like if we all are on the same page and we all bring this, like we all do this, then it would work. Kill the new loyalty is integrity. If we can be adults and honest and move openly, then why not? People are just jealous and entitled. I agree. I do agree with that, because I think we were on the at the interview we had with you, where we were talking about cheating and how we felt like basically cheating is cheating because of the insincerity behind it and the sneakiness and the like crud behind it. If you're sitting here and I'm having a conversation with you as my nigga or as my bitch, like if I'm sitting here and I'm having a conversation with you about wanting to bring another person in, or wanting to experience another person, or wanting to have a relationship with another person with you, how is that cheating? It's not. The cheating is the sneakiness. The cheating is the motive behind it. It's cheating when you don't talk to me about it, or you don't include me about it, and then you just go do it, and vice versa. If I decide, okay, I'm trying to fuck other niggas, and I just go fuck another nigga without consulting with you first, that's the cheating. I have to at least give you the opportunity to tell me no. But people don't really have that. And I feel like in poly relationships and in throupling, there is a different level of communication that monogamous relationships, I'm about to say monogamous, that monogamous relationships do not have. I feel like in monogamous relationships, we're supposed to be able to have that open communication and feel that security and that comfort to be transparent. And we're not always able to do that because we feel like we can't, so we shouldn't be talking about it, because the other person might just not be with it, and we might not be with it for real if they brought it to us. But you never know. And when you're in a monogamous relationship, this is just y'all two communicating, and it seems like that's more difficult than the ones with the three, 4 people. Like, I don't understand. I mean, I do understand, because I've only been in monogamous relationships at this point. Like, anything I've done, I've been sneaking and doing it, and I shouldn't have. In my last relationship, I feel like that was the most transparent and honest I've been as far as other people, because I just really didn't want other people, but I was able to be open about, okay, well, I feel like this today, and tomorrow I feel like this. But yeah, in monogamous relationships, it's hard. For some reason, it's really hard to be that open and that transparent and have those conversations. And I just do not understand why. Like, why is it so difficult to have a conversation and say, I mean, I get why it's difficult, because you got to factor in jealousy. You have to factor in how someone will respond. You have to factor in all of these things. So I do get it. I do get how it could be a task to have certain conversations with your spouse. I get it. However, I wish that moving forward, we could have those open communication type relationships, because we're so, the millennials, and not even just millennials, I'm a millennial, so that's why I try to talk about it, but like, we as people are so evolved. Like, we should be able to have those conversations without always getting mad, and without always overreacting, and without a big dramatic scene. We should be able to have the conversation of, babe, I'm trying to bring somebody in the room. I understand if you're not with it, but what would you think about doing that? Like, what do you think about it? It's like, it also gives you the opportunity to say, okay, well, if this is something you want, I understand. This isn't something I want. So, although I don't want to lose this relationship, if this is something you can't live without, maybe we have to reevaluate what we're doing in order to move forward and for the both of us to get fulfillment out of this situation, whether that's staying together or not. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why we get so hesitant and anxious about it, because I feel like there is the factor of, what if this person is not for me? What if this situation is not for me? I don't know too many women, personally, I don't know too many women that could say, boo, I want to start doing it to other niggas. I also don't know too many women that could say, yeah, I'm cool with my man bringing a woman into the situation. I also don't know too many people that's doing that. So it's very challenging. It takes a lot of maturity. Your frontal cortex needs to be developed, because otherwise everything is based off emotion, and Lord knows that never ends well, because then it turns into these big disagreements about, why do you want to do this with this person? I'm not enough. And it's never, I know with me, something that I always had, and I always found challenging, was feeling like I'm not enough, and that's why I get cheated on, or that's why it's other situations going on, because I'm not enough. When in reality, it's not that I'm not enough. It's like, I want you, and I love you, and I love what we do, and I love what we got, and I love me and you. However, I fuck with other things. It's like I like pink. I love pink, but I also like black. But right now you're pink. So I can't make pink black. Like, you're not going to be black because you're pink. And so I love pink, and it's my favorite color, but I also like black. And I want to be able to have black and pink together collectively and enjoy them both and experience them both without having to choose one or the other. And so now I understand that. No, I don't think it's going to work for everybody. I don't even know 100% if it would work for me, because I've been living so long in this monogamous lifestyle that I've been in. So I'm not sure 100% that I'll be able to say, yeah, I want to choose both. But I am open to it. So that's all I wanted to talk about. I think it's just really interesting how everybody's opinion. I have people saying, like, no, I'm too territorial, which I get, because I'm territorial. I don't know how, I want a poly relationship so bad. I don't know how I will move past the territory. Like, I don't know how I could be like, nah, that's not my girl, or nah, that's not my nigga. Like, it's ours. I don't even like sharing food. I don't like sharing time. I don't like, when I was little, I didn't like sharing toys. I don't like sharing friends. I don't like sharing. So I feel like if I'm in a relationship with a person, it's going to be really hard for me to say, okay, this is our girlfriend, this is our boyfriend. It's going to be really hard, but I really want to try it, because I think it'll work out. I think it's like I said, I feel like it's the best of both worlds. Then when one girl, I personally, if I was a man, I would never have two girlfriends. That shit is draining. It drains me thinking about the type of girlfriend I am. So if you can have two, if you can manage two, you're lit. Like, you're the MVP. So I feel like, maybe, what if I'm getting on your nerves today? Cool. Maybe you get in an argument, but you still got some backup. Like, you still got a good, like, somebody that holds you down. And then we can all come back together. Even if it's like the other person is in the middle, as far as, look, we all need to talk, because this is something that we all love and all value and all care about. So we should just talk about it collectively. Let's work this out together. Like, who doesn't want to live like that? Who wouldn't want that? I think it's a bomb idea. I think a throuple is a great idea. I understand why others would think it is not, though. So, yeah. So that's what I have to say about that. As far as what is going on with Strawberry Lemonade right now, we are having 2 events that are coming up. One is going to be in September. I believe the other one is going to be in October. The one that's in September is basically just this motivational seminar. We're going to have vision boards. It's $10. We're going to supply you with the poster board, the markers, the magazines, glue, everything to put together